Yo, what up? Forgive the noise. It's making noise in the background. It'll be over soon. What is going on, people? How are we doing? I got to take those out tonight, by the way, to you. So, yeah, I appreciate it. What's up? What's up? Mo Brains. Yo, Mo. I saw you left a comment on my YouTube, the picture of me. And I was a little disappointed in you, Mo. It was kind of negative. Usually, you're a good supporter. I don't know, maybe you were joking, but that shit came off pretty negative. Saying something like, anybody can make fake trunks and where's my box track? Like, that's kind of... sounds like something like fucking Ness would say. A little disappointed, but maybe we're joking. It's hard to tell tone in text message, in a text, but, you know. I like positive. Like, I'd rather you guys don't say nothing at all or say something positive. Did you win? We didn't do it yet, Adi. What up, Farrell? We'll work on my feet looking more weathered than Carl. Okay. How'd you get footage of John Wilkes? That was good. Sugar Ray Robinson or Roy Jones? Come on, man. You know the clear answer to that one. I must have forgot. Come on now. What's up, Clarissa? What's going on? I thought we was in this together. We are. What's up, Joaquin? We was dead serious. Huh? Yeah, Carl Weathers, my man. That Cash App I sent about Bum Monday, that's for Tyson. When'd you send it? I didn't get anything just now. You mean the one you sent yesterday? Johnny, what up? What up, Johnny? Johnny, you want to jump in? Ness said you got more chest hair than Tyson Fury. He's right. I do. Oh, to my picture? Why is he looking at my picture? He should be calling me back instead of looking at my picture. Tell him next time, why don't you call him back? Then you could look at the picture. Come on, man, let's do the raffle. Nah, I need one more. Told you guys yesterday. I need one more. And then the raffle's done. Only time you do not want something positive is in... Yep, that's a fact. We ain't doing it. Nope, not yet. Sent Monday when I first explained the shenanigans. Oh. Yeah. Sent Monday when you first explained the shenanigans. Okay. So, because you didn't make that clear. You might have changed your mind and wanted to now to put it towards the raffle, which is fine. You can do that. So now you're saying I should add one more? CJ, is that it? How many should you have now? Because you got 12. I think that's all of them. I think I did. Matter of fact, you got 12. So I think I did put that for this, didn't I? Am I wrong? Do you have 13 or 12? Because if you have 13, then I got to take that one and put it in. You tell me. You tell me. Marco, it's no way you was 23. You was 32. You guys think I look 32 in that picture? That's rude. That's correct. Okay. So you're 12. So, yeah. Okay. So we need one more still. You started getting the drop top at 23. Kiss my ass at 48. Kiss my ass at 23. Kiss my ass at 15. I know that's a little pedophilia sounding, but fuck it. Kiss my ass. That's rude. I can't wait to see that thick head of hair of yours just fucking breakdance off your head like Michael Jackson moonwalking. Marco stunning on the non-believers with the chest hair pick. I don't know what that means. Stunting on the non-believers with the chest hair pick. I don't get it. I feel bad for Junior. Yikes. Huh? Oh, my son? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know who Junior is supposed to be. Hello, Mr. Marco. I wish Dubois was coming off a win over Parker. Well, yeah, I'm with you. But fuck it. We really want to see him fight Usyk anyway. Because really, Parker can't punch. Usyk's just more exciting to watch anyway. I mean, Dubois more exciting to watch anyway. Chase, what up? Stanley Ketchel versus Harry Greb. Look at you. We'll go with Greb because he's in an era a little later on in the game. Where's your box rec? It is up your ass, Adi. So open up and check. Get a stethoscope and check up there and tell me if you find it. Nah, the Monday was for Tyson, not Sugar Ray Leonard. No, I didn't initially specify, and yes, I changed my mind. Okay, so now you're saying there should be, I don't know what the fuck you're talking. Should there be one more, 13? You're saying there should be 13, not 12? What's up? What's up? Philly in the house. Marco Fights. Marco Fights was through Street Beefs YouTube. They typically don't have box recs. Street Beefs, word? Okay. If Street Beefs was in New York City with 10-ounce gloves and a crowd watching, yeah, then you're right. Salute. Do you think Floyd Schofield Jr. will fight? Yeah, definitely. Don't know who. Should be one more on Tyson, yes. Okay. On Tyson. Okay. So that means we need one more still to do the raffle for these gloves behind me right here. One more. All I need is one more, and we'll do it. So, okay. So he's like a Jake Paul. Yes, I'm like a Jake Paul. I'll tell you, you guys are sounding a little Ness Minion-y with these jokes. Just a little Ness Minion-y. But it's okay. That's how you want to sound. It's on you. Fake Paul. Nah, Jake Paul's a real fighter. Shit. Jake Paul has more experience now than I had. So how could he not be? He's had, even though the fighters, the first few of them weren't really good fighters, weren't even boxers, it's still 8, 9, 10 pro fights, whatever. It's way more than me. So fuck it. Just give CJ the gloves. Nah, man. Then everybody will get pissed. Has to be fair and square. You're going to stop disrespecting a professional pugilist. They're joking. The problem is when you make negative jokes, the shit gets contagious. And then other people start making negative jokes, and that's not the kind of vibe we're looking for here. Could you explain why you would take Roy Jones over Sugar Ray Robinson? Well, I mean, first off, there's a size difference. Roy Jones was just a bigger dude. Way bigger, right? Way bigger. And then, of course, he was faster and hit harder. And Roy Jones is visually, by far, the most exciting, talented pugilist we've ever seen.
Y'all must have forgot.
Now, Ray Robinson, Ray Robinson might have been second or third. But Roy was, first off, he was first and 4 or 5 notches above anybody who's ever come close to him. That's the first off. Second off, he was just bigger. So he's bigger, stronger, and he literally throws faster than, no contest. Oh, we got a cash app. What do we got here? Oh, my man, Eon. Eon put the last one in. Boom. We are ready to go. All right, people. So what we might do by the end of the stream is raffle this shit off. Anybody who wants to enter last minute has the chance. And then by the end of the stream, we shall raffle it off. Unless you guys want to wait till tomorrow. You tell me. Auntie Schofield's on TV this morning, wilding out. I care. I mean, what do you say? Dubois got robbed. No, the truth. No. Same principle that went into Tank versus Roach goes into Dubois Usyk. Principle being, it should have been a knockdown 100%. But you cannot change the outcome of the fight past anything but making it be a knockdown. Because let's say the referee started counting in Usyk's face. So the way it looked, Usyk couldn't get up for like a minute or two. But if the referee started counting, 2 things could have happened. 1, Usyk could have been faking and would have been like, fuck, let me get up because this dude's counting. This is what matters. Right? 2, Usyk could have been in pain, but he could have saw the ref counting and be like, fuck, and could have grabbed his Ukrainian brass walnuts and stood up even in pain because he didn't want to lose. That could have happened. So what I say is it should have been a knockdown, but not a knockout victory. Although I agree with you, it did look like he couldn't get up. Same thing with Tank. Let's say that would have been a 10-8 round. Tank and Roach might have done something differently. We don't know. Prime Roy versus Prime. Come on. You got to be fucking kidding me with these questions.
Y'all must have forgot.
You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Prime Roy versus Prime. Fucking. My bad, Marco. It's a habit. Maybe I'm jealous of you. Maybe. Are you also an old bald white guy? Because then you should be jealous of me. Charlie Zelenoff, that internet troll years ago, got in the ring with Wilder. Yeah. Charlie Zelenoff did get in the ring once and he quit the fight. It's on video. He literally quit. And what it's on my video of my fight is me dropping somebody. So there's the difference, people. Now, we doing this tonight. Oh, shit. Damn, Eon. Damn. Yo, Eon dressed in neon. Eon should put that picture of himself back in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want the link? All right. Let's get Johnny's punk ass in here. I don't mean literally punk ass. All right, hold on. Insta Grizzle. Okay, where's Johnny? Trying to find your fucking Johnny hangout spot. There it is. There you go, Johnny. All yours. If me or bro didn't win, it's simply rigged. That's not true. Canelo's manufactured fraud, rigged, tainted this. All right, I'm not. That's silliness. I think Usyk took the full 5 minutes too. Yeah, no, he was from that visual. Usyk was clearly out. He wouldn't have not beaten the count from that visual. But you guys understand what I'm saying, right? And just in life, if somebody's coming at you, running at you, or somebody's coming at you with a fist or a gun, you're going to react differently. Like it matters what happens, not what is perceived. So you know what I'm saying? Like he was allowed to take time. So why the fuck wouldn't he? But if he wasn't allowed to take that time, there's no saying, even though it did look like he would have been done anyway, there's no saying he wouldn't have got up. You know what I mean? Soup, what up, principals? Dubois faked his sickness like a kid. Maybe. Just to get this fight? Fuck it. You might be right. CJ, I'm going to watch your channel. Just let me know when it's up. CJ, what are you trying to... Jesus. You and Johnny just pumping your own channels. That's cool, though. I don't blame you. What up, Fight Talk? Or should I say good day? Mikhail, what up? Mikhail, I couldn't watch that video you sent me. It was through some weird... Not weird, but through some, like... Google Drive, and I don't know. I didn't watch it. So if you could send just the file, otherwise I'll have to watch it another time. Hope you know my jokes are always in good fun. Okay. I'm just saying. Jokes like that perpetuate other negative shit. If you read that, right, I know you because you come in here all the time, but anybody else reading that it looks like you're 1,000% serious. And all that's going to do is perpetuate other negative comments, just so you know. That's my problem with it. Like, I would look at it, I'm like, nah, he can't be serious. He's a supporter. But it looks like shit. Anybody else who came in would be like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're saying shit that some of these Nest minions say on top of it. Just saying. Like, I don't mind jokes, but make them be clearly a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love jokes, but they got to be clearly a joke. And a joke in a chat here is something also a little different than a joke in a comment now that's just etched there for life. Like, that's always going to be there. Anytime somebody scrolls down that, they're going to see that there. And, you know, Fight Sports, I see you around. Yeah, Fight Sports is pumping in hard. Oh, there's Johnny. What up, Johnny?
What's going on, Marco? What's going on, chat?
Fight Sports is coming in hard. He's new to the game, but he's taking his Australian ass to New Zealand Kiwi ass to every single room. Tip said that the time of the sickness, I can't take credit. What? What's he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about.
Wow, they must be talking about TBV talk. Lord.
That was the joke. What did
do?
do?
What did I miss? What did I miss? What's the joke?
Oh, no. One of my people left a comment on a picture I put up of me back in the day, and it was some like where's your box rec? Some like negative shit. Which
oh wait. Now that you say that, I saw a picture of you on IG smiling.
That's it. Yeah, when I'm much younger.
The picture they're talking about.
Yeah. So he left a negative comment on it on YouTube. And it was like, oh, anybody can make fake trunks with their name on it, but where's your box rec? And I was like, that shit sounds mad. Like, that's not funny. Like
that sounds TBV-ish.
Yes, that's what I told him. And it's like, I know him though, so I know he doesn't mean it that way. But I'm like, that's just perpetuating hate and garbage, saying shit like that. Like, what's the point of that? Unless you really are, But I know him, so I know.
But I think with your viewers, they mess with you like that. You know what I mean? I think it's more than anything else.
Right. But again, something like that can easily, because that's already Nest Minion kind of talk.
Right.
I don't want to perpetuate that shit. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So I don't mind an obvious joke. You know what I mean? Like some people joked about me being bald or whatever. Like, yeah, okay. I think I commented like, where'd my hair go? Like, okay, that's cool. But anyway,
you actually listen, I applaud you. You actually had a hairline. Yo, you were like I ain't gonna front. I don't want this to sound kind of okay, but you were like a little papi chulo there, bro.
I was a pretty boy. I know. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh shit!
I'm telling you, that's why the wife said yes. You know what I'm saying?
She even made you wear a top hat.
Yeah, come on. Why the fuck do we have to talk about that? It was one picture on the top of my tenement in Hell's Kitchen, and then I took that shit and I 3-pointed into the garbage can. Actually, I put it on eBay.
I can't get that picture out of my head, yo. Every time I see you with a top hat on, though, bro. No disrespect.
It's awful. No, appreciate you. This is one who made the negative comment, but he makes up for it with the super chat. Appreciate you. Even though you're saying salute to Johnny, you're still super chatting me, so I take it.
You're super chatting Marco, but I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, that was a good interview. And listen, bro, Norman Sr. is always a great interview. It's not an interview though; it's more like a conversation because he's my guy.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, Superman. When did you interview him?
But he addressed those. I don't know if you saw the little video of the guy Aaron Peterson that was talking about the sparring with Norman Jr. and
I gotta be honest, man.
He addressed that, which was good.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that shit. Like, I don't really all the drama. And, like, I saw Norman Sr. was on fucking divorce court or whatever it was, and I'm like, what is he doing?
I saw a little clip of that, and I didn't know about that, or else I would have asked him about that. But Norman Sr. is my dude.
But let me say, at the same time,
he's family, man.
At the same time, you have to promote yourself, especially at his level. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, especially at this level.
Listen, we've seen this movie before with Norman Sr. We've seen it with Angel Garcia. We've seen it now with Bill Haney. I mean, these are the fathers that are very, very outspoken, and they have sons. 9 out of 10 times they have sons that are the opposite. They don't speak a lot, so they are the representative. They are the speakers. I see Mamam in the comments. Can you, Johnny, you interviewed Norman Jr. too 3 times, at least 3 or 4 times. He's like they treat me like family. I'm actually going to I'm just trying to set it up so I can hit one day, spend a day with them in training camp before his next fight. So stay tuned to that.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Sorry, I was doing a little workshop. Okay. Yeah. So what's up? What up, Mamoon? Marco, please.
Boom. Go to the channel, man. Go to the Hangout spot. You see all those interviews. They're all there.
His real fight nickname was Willy Wonka. Huh? Oh, because I had the top hat. Okay, gotcha. No, it was just Mark KO, man.
Hold on. Wait. That was a good one. My man Mo Brains, what's going on, Mo Brains? For those of you guys that rocked out with me tonight I had Albert Prince Bell on, man. It was a great interview.
Oh, what's his face? That reminds me of what's his name?
Treese was in the comments. So I tried to get Treese. Like, I was like, Treese, if you're free, I'll send you the link. You can jump on. You can ask your idol a couple of questions, but he was working. But he sent a bunch of questions.
So there's a few people I miss a little talking to on that show. Treese is one of them.
Of course.
I can't think of who else off the top. You know who hit me up? CYP.
Get out of here.
On some positive shit. Yeah.
Good, man. Because I know that you guys have he has gone after you.
Yeah, I mean, after the loss, he went at anybody who said anything besides.
Yeah.
So, but
you know what? He goes at everybody, so it really doesn't matter.
Well,
He's gone after me.
But I respect that he hit me up. So good for him. And I'm an easy man. I got nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm easy. Like, as long as you're a man, you talk about something, you squash it, cool. Now if it,
Marco, you're a part of that community. You are a part of that community.
I was.
You still are. I mean, come on. I mean, we all are. We all are.
I was. And yeah, people might mention me, but if I never go back on there, they'll stop mentioning me. It'll fade away. So that's why I was. Now, look, I'm not saying I won't go back. It's real simple. Just we just need to have a talk. But that's all. But again, it wasn't anything that serious. Like, I'm not up in arms. It's just I take disrespect somewhat seriously, and but it's not a biggest deal in the world. Like, it's not like he.
Nah. It'll be hashed out with time. I think time heals all wounds, right? Let it pass.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, trust me. I'm 48 years old. And you're even older. Like, I've been through a lot of shit. Like, way worse shit has been healed up and been in people's lives than this. This was nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even angry. Like, it was one-sided fucking temper tantrum. It was just the disrespect. It was really what.
I'll just never forget that week because I was actually away. I wasn't even home. I wasn't doing any of my shows. So I was away on a business trip, and all of a sudden I'm getting these DMs in the evening. I'm like, yo, you got to get Marco on interview. I know whatever happened in the boxing. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, what happened? Like, I didn't even know what the hell happened because I wasn't watching the show. I was busy during the day. So I went back, watched it. Two Tone did a live that night. They were talking about it. I was like, holy smokes, bro.
Yeah.
Trauma at the Boxing Voice. I remember I interviewed CYP. It was crazy. And the community came out. It was nuts.
Yeah, I remember that. You did that beforehand. I will say, though, Tone hasn't reached out to me at all.
Really?
Except the one time when he wanted to get me on, Yeah, he hasn't reached out. And I hit him up a couple times about some just separate shit. He didn't respond to me.
I think that day he was trying to get you on the phone, but you didn't pick up.
Yeah, because it's views. So I'm curious, what I'm saying? Is he my man beyond just views?
But he was on the chat. Wasn't he on the chat not so long ago? We were trying to get him on. We didn't get him on, but he was on the chat.
Was he?
Remember? I was on live with you.
Well, then, yeah. Okay. Well, then I take it back. Then I take it back. Yeah, I guess
what happens. I mean, we'll see what happens.
But I like Tone. Like, I've never had any problem with, I like Tone a lot. Matter of fact, I would have Tone come on the panel with me. Like, do what you do with me too.
Right.
But, I told you, Tone, not your man. I don't know. I think he is, but of course, you don't know. Look, Eon, none of these motherfuckers, no offense, Johnny, but we don't know each other in person. Like, I don't know what these dudes are really about. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, none of us really know. This is what it is. So, over time, you develop a certain bond with people or whatever. And, so yeah, I don't know if anybody's this is, I guess, business, right? More than anything.
Yeah.
Tone been talking crazy about you? No, he hasn't. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. See, you got people like that saying shit like that.
That's what the community is all about. Like, I'll come on here, right? And then somebody will find out about it, and they'll go on the channel over there, and they'll gossip about it.
Yo, real quick, Josue, appreciate you. But yeah, that's what it's pretty... Like, the day that we were in here, were you in here with me? And somebody was calling 702 like a meat riot or whatever. And the motherfucker popped in the chat like 3 minutes later. It's like, somebody said they were talking about me in here. And I'm like,
that's crazy. And I think I know who it is.
Were you here that day?
Yes, I was here that day.
Yeah, and
Absolutely, I was here that
I'm
day.
like, and then a couple people in the chat. I think it might have been my man Mikhail, who was like, "That's pretty pathetic and gossipy." Like, somebody goes and tells him, and he's in the room and like five, and not 702 being gossipy, but whoever went and told him. Because
Right.
I hear how people talk. They come in here, yo, they're talking crazy about you, or they're cooking you, and then it'll turn out like Tone made some joke about my hairline or about. It's like they say one thing, and then people come in and say you're being roasted and cooked. It's like, come on. It's so dramatic, like overly dramatic. Like, what do we middle school here? What are we doing? The housewives of Jersey? What's happening?
So I've already identified who the narc is.
Hmm.
So I did this purposely. Not did this, but I had the other chat on because I wanted to see.
Okay.
And it's somebody named Canelo Duck Me. Canelo Duck Me.
He went and told 702?
No. Well, I don't know if he told 702, but he just said it on the Boxing Voice chat right now.
What did he say?
That I'm on here with you, and he addressed it to Two Tone because Two Tone made a joke about it.
Oh, Two Tone's on. Oh, the Boxing Voice is live right now?
Yeah, they're on right now.
And Tone's on there with him.
Yeah.
And then what did he just say? What did he say to Tone about you?
He said, I'm going to read it right now because we're going to call this dude out, and I'm going to call him out on that chat.
That's so gay.
It is. It's whack, bro. That shit is crazy.
What do you say? Why can't you be on here with me? I don't get it.
Like, I don't even think it's funny. Like, if they doing that I get they doing that because
They're drama, man. Drama queens.
Marco and the Hangout Spot live on now Tone. So he was dressing it with Tone with a bunch of emojis or whatever, like crying or whatever.
Okay. And then what? That was it?
Yeah, but I'm not listening. I don't know what's being said or whatever, but
Johnny and Mo restoring my faith in the non-racist Latino fight fans. Got me dancing down the aisle like a church revival. Appreciate you for the 5-piece, CJ. You are the man. We tolerate no CJ slander in this fucking chat. Tone is bald too. Is he? Yeah, he is. That's right. All of us were bald, I think. I think the only one not bald is fucking Johnny. Cheese mozo? I don't know what that means. But fuck Ness. If you'd like to, if that's the thing you're into. Johnny with the 5D chess. The fuck does that mean? I don't know what that means.
You talk about this? Woo!
7th was glazing. Sevi was glazing, but then the day he stood on 10 with CYP. I respected him. You probably Sevi 702? Is that what you're trying? Oh, 702 and CYP got into it. Chad is always trying to.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, yeah.
That's surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised CYP popped shit, but I'm surprised 702. He seems like he usually doesn't get into it with people. They're acting like Bloods versus Crips. You have to choose a side. Yeah, I'll choose a side. The backside, and he's nuts. All right, and sorry I said that not to you, Clarissa. Just it was for them, the nuts, not for you. You know, you're my homegirl. Apologize. That didn't come out good. They still talk about you in the Discord, Marco. Some dude named Zorro saying you don't know shit. He's joking. Zorro comes in here and gives me super chats. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's a Vega. He's talking about Vega's a sarcastic fuck. He's just joking.
Oh yeah. No, Vega's
those talkers. That's right, Mikhail. Mikhail, they're sitting there over the pillow like this, looking in each other's eyes and talking about me and Johnny and Tone, and giving each other little pecks. Fruitcakes. Yeah, for sure. He corny. Yeah, I mean, whatever. They talking about women on TVV. Yeah, I heard. The trolls in the space are relentless. Word up. Hey, Marco, Tone was defending you on the stream. That's what I'm saying. When the chat was roasting you. So there you go. Mo, when you're saying they're roasting me, saying shit like that makes it seem, well, actually, they might have been roasting me, actually. Never mind. It's possible. They would roast me when I was on the show sometimes. They would just go off. Marco looks like, some of it was funny. One guy said it looked like a thumb. Look. Kind of, right? Look at my head, look at the thumb. That was kind of funny. So they would do that. So Marco looks like he hasn't slept and got bit by the Walking Dead. So they might be. I'm sorry. If it's funny, it's funny. I'm cool with it. Dude's really cornballs. Yeah. Corny as Orville Redenbacher. Pause. Nest Minions. Yeah, the Nest Minions were like Nazis, man. Lined up, fucking at attention, saluting, marching. You got those dudes talking to their minion language. These dudes ain't authentic. Word. That's why me and Johnny are gonna blow up.
You already know, baby.
Do people actually pay $3.90? Yeah, man. He only allows. Yeah, he only allows chat members to comment. He used to do a thing where if he has enough likes, but from last like 6 months, I don't remember him even. It was just chat members can comment. They said you look like Count Dracula. That's not that funny. I don't look like Count Dracula. Marco Tone was literally making fun of you selling your belts on a raffle yesterday. I got no reason to lie. Yeah, but that's a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because I do raffles. You know, I'm good with that. And you have to understand, Wavy, you know, Tone, I'm cool with Tone, and I've never seen him do anything that wasn't out of like love and joking around. So that's how I'm going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Kalia, I did not, and I don't know if I will. I was supposed to have a follow-up meeting with the head of the vice president of programming, but he has not reached back out to me. So I'm not very hopeful. But I shouldn't say I'm not hopeful. What's the other word? I'm not confident that he will. But my foot's in the door, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, nothing.
Hey, anything can happen, man. You got to keep your head up, bro.
Oh, I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting. I'm going everywhere. I am not shy to ask people, you know, like Shaq or whoever I'm cool with, you know, Paulie, like people, yo, is there anything open at Pro Box? Yo, tell Turkey, you know, did you tell Turkey about? You know, I'm cool with reminding people as long as it's done subtly with tact and not annoying. Marco, I was telling Johnny that they are having a C-list celebrity boxing in the Bronx in December. I know who's doing it. I've actually commentated for them. That's celebrity boxing, but that's not for sure. If that's happening, not only am I going to go there, Clarissa, I will commentate that if it happens.
Yeah,
but I doubt that's going to
happen. In the door in there, right? You got a leg in. You've done it before.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Was that the Shane Mosley one?
Yes, that was. I've done a couple of theirs, but the most recent was Shane Mosley. Yeah. Johnny, you ever tell your wife to adjust when she's upset?
I don't even know what that means. That's got to be. What do you mean by that?
CJ Rich, this fella here, one time told us a story that him and his wife were fighting. His wife goes and lays on the couch, right? Does the whole woman thing, like I'm gonna sleep here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, hoping he'll be like, come on. So he goes up to her, he sees her on the couch. He's like, well, you know what? You're the one upset, not me. So I guess you got to adjust, and walks off. And Johnny, strike to months later, they're divorced. Just saying. So, it wasn't the right, but
DJ, I'm married to a Puerto Rican female.
No man.
I have not done that. It's better to just kind of leave shit be and let it just cool off.
It's either here's what I think, CJ. I think you really deep down inside didn't want to be with her. That's what I think. Right? Unless your ego is that fucking strong. And it's possible. I know dudes who they'll ruin anything in their lives to feed their ego. So you might be one of those guys, but in my opinion, I think you just knew deep down inside she's not the one for me. Y'all start your own TBV. We'll call it BBV. I'm just kidding. He had 450 people right now. I know there's not 450 people paying for the stupid. No, Adi, 450 people watching is one thing. The ones who can comment are the ones who pay. Big difference. That's why you only see the same like 20 people commenting.
Yeah, he only reads super chats. I mean, listen, I guess, you know, when you got that many people, but they don't even they're just fighting with each other in the chat. All they do is just fight with each other. They troll each other, like purposely. They gossip. Like I did this, I put this up because I'm like, I want to see who's the narc here, who's the gossiper, who's trying to start shit. Because at the end of the day, Ness knows the deal. Marco's my boy. But these assholes like to start stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Ness could care less about me, about you. Like he's about his business.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't give a fuck.
But Marco, I just wanted to make me feel better. I just wanted to call that person out, and when I just did, and that person hasn't even popped up on the chat anymore.
Or
I was like,
you went
oh,
in there.
now I know what the gay narc is. Sorry, I mentioned that. Now I know who the gay gossiper is over here.
Or you said that on just now on TBV?
Absolutely, I put it there. I'm not listening. Hopefully, one of them read it or so. I didn't put it on a super chat. I'm not putting that in a super chat.
Fuck that.
The rest of the chat saw it.
Yo, Air Jesus, the Minion voice does have Spanish in it. They put random Spanish words. I'm not being racist, but you know what? Fuck it. Since I'm white, I can't do anything even close to racist. So,
oh, that's racist.
I hit myself with it. But now the Minion voice, they throw in these random Spanish words. You ever watch it? And that's his Dominican too, so it's perfect. Maybe it's actually some of his Dominican brothers in there, minioning for him. Who knows? Nah, I'm just playing. I'm playing about that, but I'm not playing about when you hear the Minions, they throw in Spanish words. Random. Yeah. They're like, blah, 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 and they'll be like, ¿por qué? Blah, 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 blah. Why do they keep coming at you, Marco? Who?
Man, let's talk about this chat, man. What's going on, chat? Let's keep it popping, man. We don't need to talk about them anymore.
Raffle tonight. Yeah, we're doing the raffle tonight. Another thing. We have enough raffle entries, people. So if anybody wants last minute to enter for these Sugar Ray Leonard gloves, here we go. Unopened, in the package, custom, Sugar Ray Leonard with, I always like showing this thing. Where is it? Right there. See, it says Sugar Ray Leonard. You can see it right there. These are lace-up sparring gloves, 16 ounces, unopened, but there's a little hole here. Leather is butter soft. I mean, it feels like somebody dipped this shit in parquet and cocoa butter. Butter soft. So, appreciate it. So we're going to raffle those off tonight. If anybody wants to enter a last-second entry, $10 to the Cash App right there or the PayPal right there. And make sure to specify Sugar Ray Leonard gloves. Otherwise, it's on. It's on and piss hopping. All right, let's see who we got here. Shout out to the Boricuas. All right. Shout out to CJ. You a legend for that.
Hold on, Eon. You know that's Yan. No, I thought that
Eon.
was. I'm sorry.
Yo, Eon, why don't you don't try that shit out, Eon. Legend, do not do that. So why does he make you pay to comment? I don't know. Ask him. To make money? If it was ego, it saved me from a lifetime of misery. Twice the man. There you go. So I think you just knew you didn't want to be with her. Because there's only two reasons why any man would do that. No, either that or...
CJ, everything in life is a learning experience, man. I've been through a divorce, and that was, it was miserable, but I learned so much that it made me a better husband the second time around, and I couldn't be more happier. Been with my wife now for 17 years. Yeah. Man, of course. Yeah, I'm cool with Ness. Ness is my guy, Ness is my guy, but so is Marco.
But I get it, man. Going on Ness's show is definitely, better for you, than coming here. I get it. I'm not, I'm not.
No, I mean, I do. I do both, though. I do it as friend. Like I love it. I just love doing this across platforms. But I mean, they're all we're all boys. And Marco, I've heard on the show. I wasn't on the show, but I've heard it where people call in, "Yo, what's up with Marco?" He's like, he's still my dude. Like Ness doesn't hate you. I just don't know why he hasn't reached out and patched that up. But eventually, you guys will. Like he didn't dismiss you, is what I'm saying. Trust me, I heard it. He didn't dismiss you.
Huh?
He didn't dismiss you. Like,
whatever.
No, he was like, "Oh, he's still my man." So
no, I know, and I've heard that people told me, of course, because I didn't do anything. He's the one who flipped out. But the fact is, it might not be patched up because I don't think he gives a fuck enough to reach out, which is fine. You know what I mean? I don't think he gives. And I'm not even trying to diss him, or I just really think he's about his business. I don't really do shit for his business, so why would he care about me? In the long run.
Yeah.
I thought we had a little bit more of a, even though again I never met him in person. But, we got a little bit of a tri-state area as much as you can. Jersey is fucking Walmart, New York. But we got, we had a little bit of, I thought we had a little bit of like, that's my boy, a little bit. I get it. There's something way different than when you know somebody in person, you hang out with them. That's way different than this. But for me, there was a little bit of that there. So
it should have been.
It kind of hurt my feelings.
Like that with you, and I never met you.
That's right. And it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Because I'm like, I'm on here with you every fucking day. We're talking about all kinds of personal shit, and you can't even like give me a call and like, but okay. If that's what it is, that's what it is. That, for him, and then
Yeah.
I adjust CJ accordingly. So there it is. Oh shit, Eric, what up, blood?
Bomb squad.
I never seen a fast turtle or a female I need. Oh Jesus Christ, that's a 21-year-old speaking, of course. When are you gonna do the raffle? At the end of the stream, girl. You gonna put in a fucking raffle ticket? Oh, you already have one, don't you? Kalia. Yeah, I think you do. Kalia. Do you? Yeah, I think Eon gave you one. Okay. Okie dokie. Respect, Eric. Respect. My man, Eric. My man. Did you hear Tone talk about you raffling Amazon belts? That was funny. I didn't hear it. Somebody told me about it. That is funny. Somebody said that one of them said I should raffle my box rec. That's pretty funny too. No, it's
Those guys
funny.
are clowns though, but this is what it is.
But they come in telling me it, like it's not going to make me upset because I think it's funny. And I think Tone's trying to be funny.
Tone is a troll. He's actually very good at it.
Yeah.
So you got to take him at face value.
And
like
he doesn't disrespect. Like if I felt disrespected, that's a different thing. I don't feel like and I never felt disrespected really by Ness. A couple times almost, like when they did that racist shit. But
yeah, you guys have had a few, but
but I didn't take it as disrespect. Or I'll give it right back to him, and it's equal. But when you disrespect somebody, and then kick, like it's like whoa, you can't take it. You can give it, you can't take.
Right,
It's a whole different thing. Plus, I know that a lot of it he does for his show, which I get because people like it. But when you throw somebody off, now it's like, oh, that's not about your show. Now this is your ego.
So for those of you guys that were on with us when we did the fight chat, me and Marco Saturday, when you guys were saying that they were saying whatever it was about me, I text Tony. I was like, really? I'm the ops? He was like, dude, I was just joking. So, I mean, that's just who he is. He's a troll, So.
Yeah. No, he is. He's absolutely a troll. He knows very well what to do to get those views. So good
Marco,
for him.
You skipped a lot of chats, though.
Say what?
You skipped a lot of chats.
That's right. That's how we do it. If it's important, people, you want me to say it again, put it in again and say, please read this.
Whoever's Michael DH. Michael DH, what's up, bro? Glad he said I'm glad. He's glad that I'm on, man. I'm glad to be on, man. I appreciate you. CJ Rich said I'm with the OG wisdom. Well, listen, I've been around the block, man. I'm an old guy, man. Listen, if any advice I could give you, I'll give you, man.
Yeah, he had those curtains. He was cranky too that day with those curtains. Can you give it, but you can't take it? Big pause. I mean, if that's where your mind goes, Mamoon, that's not where my mind went. My boy Johnny G checked Tone.
Well, it wasn't really checked. I just wanted to know. I heard what he said. That's all.
Like he did Caesar.
It's street code. Like, really?
Yeah.
I'm an op, right? And it was more of a joke, but he said, yo, I was just playing. And I knew he was, but I just wanted him to know I heard what you said. That's all.
Okay. I like this right here. Marco, focus on being progressive. You're spending too much time on drama. Well, I disagree with it. I'm reacting to what people are talking about in the comments. But let me keep going. Lions don't spend time in the pig trough. I don't even know what a trough is. I'm assuming it's a pig pen. You ever heard the word trough before?
No,
have you?
I've never heard of that, but I'm assuming
we're going to look it up. A long, narrow opening container for animals to eat and drink out of. Woo! Just learned a new word.
That's
I'm spending too much time in where pigs eat. Lions roam, hunt, pigs root in shit. This is coming from a 50-something-year-old man. He's definitely more.
It's not bad advice.
No, it's not bad at all.
Ernie Bailey, man. Shout out to you, man. Absolutely. And some of us always get. I mean, you got to look at the day and age we live in, right? We live in this social media age, right? Where you read anything on social media, there's always hate, there's always drama. So we get caught up into that without, like even me, like I try to make a conscious effort not to, but even without knowing, right, Marco? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You get caught up into it. Like the whole Toad thing, like I could have just been like, whatever. And I wasn't mad at it, but I felt like I needed to say something.
Well, what it is, and by the way, Joaquin, no, you don't have a ticket. If you want to get one, now's the time. Yeah, the thing is this, because here's what it really is. When you see how he handles his show and how he does that shit, he acts out of nowhere flipping on people. And so you don't know if his other co-hosts are like that too, because a lot of his chat's also like that. So I don't blame you for you testing the temperature, because for all you know, Tone could have been serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know.
I didn't think he was. Like I said, me and Tone's my brother. He
Yeah,
cool.
you
I didn't
don't
think
think
he
so,
was,
but
but I don't know. I just felt like I needed to be like, really?
You wouldn't have said
You
shit
had
to
to
him.
throw that out there.
You wouldn't have said shit to him if you knew for sure. You know what I mean? That's the fact. You would have left it alone. And I know for sure he's not, so I leave it alone. But even if he is, I honestly don't care at all. But I don't think he is, so I leave it alone. But I don't blame you for putting it out there, because you don't know that's what I'm saying. That's the temperature of the host of the show and a lot of the people on it. It's just, you never know. So it's like, I don't blame you for being suspect. Like, wait, is this a joke, or is this, So, if you know what I'm saying, it matches with the integrity of the host. So who the fuck knows? Bailey with the wisdom. Yeah, man. Roy Jones, the fucking GOAT. This dude knows how to get a
Y'all
party.
must have forgot.
Always get the party started. Oh, all right. What are we doing here? Mikhail. I just love to talk boxing. Wouldn't talk to anybody of you guys if it wasn't for the sweet science, respectfully. Damn, Mikhail. Even me? That's fucked up. CJ, why are you going to have a one-sided marriage? CJ is single. Yeah, I just come in here to fuck off while I'm at work. There you go.
Well, Mo, thank you for fucking off with us.
Yeah, exactly. Appreciate it. I'm a jaded thug. I require marriage insurance in the form of a backup breezy. Don't know. Is that like a side girl? Or a backup girl? Is that what that means?
I don't fucking know, but it sounds cool.
Breezy. That's some fucking.
You, CJ.
That's some Oakland shit. Some Oakland slang. He's like, "Hey, foe, I require a backup breezy, Buster." Sorry,
that shit sounds cool as fuck, man.
How is this talk moving you forward to a gig like ESPN? Have you ever seen
late night, late back.
You ever seen what Stephen A. Smith talks about? Stephen A. Smith had a clip of Tone on his fucking show. Literally. Just what we're talking about. So that's how.
Yeah, man, that was dope. That was actually
I had
dope.
a question for Johnny.
What's up? What's your question, Yeon? Yeon, why weren't you on my live today? You missed a good one, man. Albert Prince Bell. Great interview, man.
Fogwell's isn't a real gym, Kobe. I believe it's a made-up gym from the what's it called? The thing in Hell's Kitchen, because it says, I don't know if you can see the bottom. It says Hell's Kitchen, New York City.
Yeah.
It's from what's the Daredevil? I believe it's a made-up gym from the Daredevil series. So it's not a real gym. So no, I do not train there because it doesn't exist. Boxing is what brought us together in the long and short of it. We wouldn't even know that's a fact.
Mikhail, I gotta salute you with both hands, man.
You gotta it's Mikhail.
Well, I call is it Mikhail?
You said Mikael. You just Dominic. Yeah, not you. Boricua it. Mikael.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll mind that. He my guy. He my guy. In
Mo,
fact, he came into my live with an alias, Marcus. Marco. I didn't even know it was him.
What you mean?
What was the alias again?
He always comes in here like this. Tremendous interview, Johnny. I like your approach, just chopping it up, but hitting the important point.
CJ, I appreciate you. Appreciate the donation. Listen, I try to do it up. This is the hangout spot. It's more of, I look at I always say I don't do interviews. It's more of a conversation, laid back conversation. I hate to call it an interview. So I appreciate you liking it, man. We got more to come.
Word up. Man.
Mo Brains is hitting it hard, bro. Shit, I'm about to wrap up another.
What do you do again, Mo?
Shit. What do you do? Yeah, what do you do, Mo? What are you doing? Is that
he might have
manual labor? Is it sitting behind a computer? I don't know.
No, he's a smart dude. I'm gonna guess. I mean, look, not to say if he does manual labor, it's not smart, but he's a smart dude. So I don't know what it could be. I'm used to the Spanish pronunciation of my name. My wife's Rican, and I come with right.
There it is. Team Sly METV.
Stephen A is there, established. You can do things when you reach the arena. Stephen A. Smith, Bailey, I get where you're coming from, but Stephen A. Smith, let's be real. he got where he's at because he was dramatic. He just was. That's why he got where he's at. It wasn't because of his overwhelming knowledge or articulation. It was because he was screaming in the camera, showing his fucking confidence and outspoken, and nobody was doing that at that time for sports. Everybody on sports was a fucking a buttoned up white dude like, and tonight, blah, 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 blah. It was boring. So he brought some flavor. That's why he got him where he got him. So maybe I should fucking scream more. He on call. Gas company. Oh, right. That's right. He does. Yeah. Mo Brains. You're the guy who said that are you the one who told me you check gas? Yeah, that's right. Because I remember I had my carbon alarm thing in my house kept going off. It turned out that, by the way, it was broken. We need to replace it. And I think he told me, oh, that's what I do. I check those for a living. I'm a first responder gas company. Yep. I fix gas leaks and respond. There we go. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Shout out to you, Mo Brains, bro. Shout out to you, brother.
He's smart as shit.
Word.
Stuart Scott over Stephen A. Didn't Stuart Scott die?
Yeah, but CJ Ritz, you're absolutely right. I don't think that's close, man. Stuart Scott was a legend. Legend. You don't remember?
Ian.
What was his sayings, Marco? You don't remember? Cool.
No, I never really
as the other side of the pillow.
I'm at work, Johnny, but what do you stay committed? But do you stay committed to one woman? He's fucking married.
How I was at work.
Oh, how do you stay committed to
one woman?
Stay
committed to one woman? Wow. When you realize you found the right woman, you're not messing that up, man. I'm not messing that up for anybody. You got to remember, I've been through a divorce. And unfortunately for me, like I said, sometimes it takes going through a bad relationship with a woman to realize when you are in a good relationship. I don't know if
that makes sense. But you're 51, I'm 48. This dude is like 21. Do you know how much easier it is in your 40s and 50s to not give a fuck about other women? Also, like it's your hormones are way calmed down. Your testosterone dropped. Like you've been there, done that. You've sawed your royal oats, as Eddie Murphy and James Earl Jones said. It's a lot easier. So
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. But life experiences just prepare you for every other step that you're gonna face, man. And I tell people this all the time. People, the first marriage was an absolute train wreck. I mean, we were totally opposite of what me and my wife are today. But I am thankful about that experience because I had to look in the mirror after that and realize, how can I be a better person so that the next time around I can make it work? And that experience helped me do that. And because of that, I'm in a happily married marriage that I am today, man.
Johnny is 51.
I am 51.
Kobe, I don't want to do this because I feel like it's a little depressing. And I feel like it's too negative. And I'm not saying it's like the reason why people were like, yo, make a video when I was doing basketball videos for a little bit. And I'm gonna go back to it when Shaq got me into it. I didn't want to do a Kobe video because he passed. And how I joke on people. And I just wouldn't feel right being like, and Kobe got slammed in his face like Onyx or whatever. It's touchy. So I don't like fucking with the death in boxing. But it's not the worst. It's not a bad idea. I just personally, I don't like it. I don't want to do that. Shit, I'm trying to be like Johnny. Get me a wholesome body queen.
I got lucky, man. I remember telling my mom when I met my wife and I was dating her and I was, I don't know, about 33 or whatever. I said, you know what, Ma, I think I finally got this shit right. I think I finally got it right, man. And it took me 30 some odd years to be able to say that. But
yeah,
it's all about timing, man.
Eon, you do what you want now, but I would say one thing, which I didn't live by this credo. So I was not honest. I would just play them out. Like like Lotto, like Sega, Genesis, GameCube.
When I was young, when I was in my early,
we all did.
It was bad, man. Yeah.
What I teach my son, and what I'm gonna tell you is just be honest. Just be because the problem with us is it's in our culture, especially if you're from the hood. It's like it's in the culture there to just be like, get all the bitches and fuck, and you get one over on them and they don't know, I'm banging her friend or I'm banging the girl she goes to school with. All that shit. Like if you're secure in yourself, you don't need to do all that bullshit. You know what I mean?
What my biggest advice would be, Marco, especially in today's world? where we don't live in a world where people communicate verbally, right? Everything is through social media, through text, through email. Communicate with your girlfriend verbally. I mean, there's nothing that it just me and my wife, we go out to dinner and we just talk. Phones go away. We just there's nothing like taking a walk. We take a walk around the community and we talk. Screw the text messages, man. To me, there's nothing like verbal communication. That is the original form of communication, and it's the best form of communication. That'd be my biggest advice when it comes to communication with your
True.
mate.
Clarissa, no, that's not my advice. That makes it a lot easier, but you know, I was
Boxing, what's up?
what's up? I'm saying it's normal for you to want to do that, but be honest. Just be like, yo, you know what? I'm not looking for you. I'm not tied down. I'm seeing other people, but I like you. I want to chill with you too. Simple. And if they don't like it, well, that's what it is. If she can make you feel violent, just bounce. Wow. All right.
That is true. Like if you have a female, and I can honestly tell you that you look at and you feel like you just want to get violent, that is not the relationship to be in, guys. Move on. It's
And I've
not gonna,
wanted
yeah.
to choke all of them. At least doesn't mean I did it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't even tell you what I wanted to do with my ex-wife, but no.
What about doing a video on different boxers who learned how to box in prison? Hagler didn't learn to box in prison, I don't believe.
No, was Hagler ever locked up? I know Bernard Hopkins.
I don't even think he was locked up. And if he was, it wasn't. And just Hopkins and a couple people. But Hopkins is the only, I think, the only legend who was ever in. No, a bunch of them were in jail. No, that's a bunch of fighters have been to jail.
But yeah, but not like boxing. Like Bernard Hopkins makes it clear that he boxed, like he continued to train or whatever it was in jail because he did I don't know how many years he did, but he did a lot of years.
My T level might drop, but my G level never will.
How old is CJ?
CJ is 41, I think. Yeah, he's an older, but he looks young. Clarissa, you missed the point. Wait until you. She's just joking, Mikhail. She loves joking. Come on, raffle up. You guys want to do the raffle already? Here's why I feel bad about doing the raffle right now. Mad people aren't even in here. You know what I mean? And I think Vlogs didn't even enter this raffle. Maybe just doesn't want these things. I will be in prison. I will be the prison. But yeah, Mikhail was in prison for a minute, 2 minutes. I met mine when I was 17. Aww. That's cute. Good for you.
And how old are you now after have boxing, if you don't mind me asking?
How long y'all been together? We're like, Jesus. There was no famous boxer who became a contender while in prison pathway. He was even. Yeah. That's right, Mo. Wasn't sure about Hagler. Yeah, I don't think he might have been in prison at some point in his life, but I don't remember that. He definitely wasn't it wasn't a big part of his life if he was. So what Vlogs won and didn't know for 3 days. 1 day, but okay, 33. Yeah, you're young.
Boxing is 33.
16
so you've been
years.
with your wife for what is that? 16 years?
See.
Wow. Shout out to you, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man. At 33, I just started dating.
My wife at age 33. That was a Nas. You love these Nas lyrics. I'm definitely Eon. Am I wrong? That's inspired by your Nas lyrics. Eon needs one mic. See,
one mic.
Hagler went pro when he was like 16. He was never in prison.
I agree.
He went pro at 16.
Did he go pro at 16? That I don't know, but I don't think he was ever in prison. Ron Lyle, maybe. 3
kids, 2 with USA boxing books. Oh shit.
Have boxing. Do you box in Border Wars? Have you ever boxed in Border Wars? Just asking. Don't know if I've ever heard you comment or whatever. Or
a lot of famous people died at 33. Yeah.
Well, we don't want to talk about
hold it down for me for 1 second.
Yeah, but we don't want to talk about how many people died at 33, bro. You got your whole life ahead of you, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all cooking, man. I love Marco's chat, and I love that y'all show me love, man. Shout out to y'all that have been rocking out with me, popping up on my lives. Today was a banging show. Tomorrow we got another banging show. We got another banging show. We got another prospect, 5-0, 5 knockouts. King Cam Walker. It's going to be dope, man. Make sure y'all check me out tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Hangout Spot. Make sure y'all subscribe and tell a friend and subscribe. You know how we do it up. Michael DH, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Have Boxing, shout out to you. Eon, you my guy. Mikhail, you my guy. Y'all know the deal. Clarissa, thank you for rocking out today. Attorney Bailey, love your takes, man. Mo Brains, my dude. CJ Rich. You already know. Kobe Camp.
Okay.
Y'all family, man. We all family. Mayman, can't forget.
Ooh.
Can't forget you, brother. You family, Mayman.
Ooh, Eon. Eon has some of the best time machine matchups. Pryor versus Whitaker.
Whitaker? Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Whitaker. The defense, like, I'm gonna go with Whitaker. But wow, that'd be a dope fight. Shout out, Mike. What up? What up? Yeah, man, I finally made it over there today.
Appreciate you, brother.
I'm gonna tune in more. Gianni?
Appreciate you too as well, brother.
Dirty Jersey on top.
And Marco, it works out well because when I finish, then you start.
What time do you go on?
9.
9. Okay. Yeah.
When you go, we rock out, baby. We rock out. We got to give these people 2 back-to-back shows.
True that.
Najee Lopez is my guy, by the way, Attorney Bailey, man. My dude. I'm probably going to check him out next week at a training camp. He's fighting May 10th on Pro Box.
You know, Eon, people are not going to agree with me saying this, but I think you might have a point. I would still lean towards Sugar Ray.
Wow.
I don't think anybody beats Sugar Ray Leonard except maybe Purnell. Maybe Aaron Pryor, but I think nobody beats Sugar Ray Leonard.
You really need to elaborate on this Oscar De La Hoya and Sugar Ray Leonard debate.
Oscar as a welterweight. All right. Matter of fact, let's see. I'm going to show you guys something. Oscar, I just did this video too. Oscar as a welterweight.
I see all your videos. I didn't see that one.
I'll show it to you right now.
Okay.
Oscar as a welterweight is arguably like one of the greatest I've ever seen at welterweight. All right. So here's a look. This is him prime Oscar.
Possibly the most talented welterweight in boxing history. 2001. Oscar De La Hoya starts by circling Arturo Gatti like a tiger hunting Siberian deers. In a ravenous feel-out process, Oscar repeatedly springs in, blasting Gatti with a hailstorm worse than Hurricane Sandy. De La Hoya then avoids counters by utilizing Floyd Mayweather Sr.'s new defensive tips. The gritty Canadian native finally lands a stunner, but it causes a reaction worse than nitroglycerin in a microwave, prompting Oscar to explode a flurry that drops Arturo in the fetal position like he ate a bad enchilada. But the rugged Italian-born pugilist gets up like a rabid Rottweiler, swinging like Babe Ruth before getting low like Lil Jon to avoid Oscar's attacks. De La Hoya then begins orbiting around Gotti like a satellite before swooping in, firing missiles like he's a military drone. The East LA native proceeds using his height and reach advantage by keeping Arturo at the end of his whip like he's Indiana Jones. Gotti then shows his giant brass walnuts by feverishly swinging like he's Barry Bonds. The Olympic gold medalist suddenly erupts, delivering more bricks than Nino Brown, topping off his combination by destroying Gotti's kidneys like a fifth of Everclear. De La Hoya continues mercilessly beating Arturo like he sold him a kilo of baking soda. The two welterweights then start shrewdly exchanging like they're at a pawn shop, which sees the New Jersey native get the worst of it. The Golden Boy displays his unicorn combination of power and speed as he throws more heat than Johnny Storm. De La Hoya's sniper strikes have taken their toll by round 4, leaving Gotti's face looking like he had a shellfish allergy. Oscar then shows he's a better student than Doogie Howser as he applies the defensive lesson Purnell taught him while he slips and dips with the smoothness of Miles Davis on the trumpet. In round 5, De La Hoya squeezes off a combination that starts by cooking Gotti's ribs like he works at Dallas BBQs. He then finishes the flurry by going upstairs and cracking Arturo's mug like he's a clumsy IHOP waitress. This sinister, unanswered 18-punch barrage forces Gotti's corner to finally throw in.
I mean, what the fuck is anybody going to do with that version of Oscar? Height?
I got a couple questions.
What's up?
I got a couple of fucking questions.
Go ahead.
Your analogies are crazy. Like, this is one of the reasons why I started rocking with you, right? Because first of all, I love the whole, like, we don't see that from you. Gotti, you don't show us this on your lives. Like, you're like human here, but in your lives, you're different, right?
Right.
So I like that. That drew me in when I didn't know who you were. So I started watching you. The analogies are crazy. How long does it take you to come up with all these analogies before you decide to do a video? That's one question. And then the second question is, how long does it take you to put one of those videos together as far as takes? Because I know you're not just, I know that can't be one take.
How long does it take me to put together the analogies? You mean to like write the shit?
Well, yeah, to write the shit. Like if you're looking at, like, for example, you're looking at, I'm going to do an Oscar De La Hoya. I'm going to do a Arturo Gatti. How long does it take you to put the analogies together when you're looking at that video?
I mean, I can't really answer that. I just write it. I write it down and then I shoot it. And
so while you're watching the video, you will write down the analogies?
I'll watch a video and then write my screenplay to what I'm watching, and then turn on the camera, and it, like Jay-Z in the fucking booth, one take, usually.
So chat, I'm saying this so we can get a lot of, we can be educated. So you mean, do you write this down? Do you read off of a cue card? Do you just memorize it?
I write it down and then I memorize it and spit it, because when I'm reading it, I'm not feeling it. But when I know it, I'm feeling it. So it's saying, like, if I'm reading it and then Oscar was like Doogie Howser, as opposed to I know it and then he ducks like Doogie, there's a difference. So I want to know it. I don't want to read it.
That was dope. I needed to ask you that because, and the reason why I asked you that is because, again, me creating content, especially when I was starting now, I'm very hard on myself.
I didn't write it.
That shit has got to be tough.
I didn't write it at all in the beginning. I was off the top of the dome, like Blind Fury at 103 in Park. I was off the top at first, but it wasn't as good. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized why I started writing. Two main reasons. One, it was obviously, it's just better when you write it and take a little time. But more than anything, it saved me so much time that when I would go off the top, I'd have a lot of wasted takes. Where now when I write it, I can spit everything in one take, as opposed to, basically I would write it live with my mouth, and then there'd be a bunch of wasted takes. Like, no, that word doesn't fit. No, that word's better. Or I should emphasize, and he hits him, as opposed to, and he hits him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, writing it just saved me tons of time. And, now there's so many little similes and metaphors that I just got locked and loaded in the barrel. It's a lot easier now to write because I don't have to. I'm like, oh, no, the one I used, whatever, last week, 2 months ago, that'll be perfect for this scene. Because I can reuse a lot of my similes and metaphors because I get 10 million views a month. So there's always somebody new watching my shit. Actually, more so than not, there's new people watching everything I do. So it's the first time most people are hearing it. So that's why I can reuse a lot of them.
Dope, man. Shout out to you, man. I've always wanted to ask you that question, even when you're on the Boxing Boys Moving Up panel, but I never got a chance to ask you that. I enjoy it, man. I love the passion. I love the whole,
Thank you.
Like, I like it. I love the,
Thank you. Nah, and like
I do, man. I do. I like it. I do.
I appreciate it, man. And it's fun. I love doing it. I'm the only one who does it like that. You know what I mean? And it just, I don't even remember how it came to me. I remember being like, I was doing interviews like you at first. And I was getting, I'd get winky right. And, during the Spence and Crawford fight, anything you put up about them was gold. You get tons of views. It was almost easy. And I had a little following, but it wasn't, and this is some advice for you too. Being interview dependent will not strengthen your brand. People are there to see them, not you. And that's not what you want. So while it's okay to do an interview, I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just saying you don't get good guests. Nobody gives a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get something that made me the commodity. And by me doing this, I'm the commodity. And of course, I love doing it. And you don't have to deal with fucking dudes not showing up for the interview, or you know how it is with the interviews. They're really annoying. Oh. So, yeah. So, and I don't remember what happened. I did a couple of them, and then I slowly progressed from for me just talking normal with a couple metaphors to it just slowly progressed to what it is. And I felt the feedback, and I saw, the reaction, and now it's just I love doing it that way. And I started doing basketball videos. I could do that with anything, really, anything.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope, man.
Appreciate it.
I enjoy him.
But the initial talk was, what would anybody be able to do with that version of Oscar? What are you going to do with that version? Height, speed, range, chin, ridiculous speed, power, one punch knockout power. What are you going to do with him? Footwork. He can hop in, hop out if he wants to. He can sit in the pocket.
Listen, it's a great debate. It's hard to argue, but when we're talking about Sugar Ray, the thing that I think about when it comes to Oscar is the Sugar Ray that fought Thomas Hearns' type of fight. How does Oscar deal with that type of Sugar Ray? Because nobody thought that Sugar Ray was gonna fight that fight against Hearns.
I think Oscar
another level.
I would go with Sugar Ray Leonard over maybe any welterweight, except maybe Sugar Ray Robinson. But the problem is, there's no footage of Sugar Ray Robinson as a welterweight. Now, look, a bunch of his middleweight fights he fought, people don't realize he actually was a welterweight. So technically there is, but there's no footage of him fighting as a welterweight champion. But when he lost to Jake LaMotta, people don't know this. That was his first loss. The only loss he had in 30 fights. He had one loss in 130 fights, Jake LaMotta. Jake weighed 160, middleweight champion. Sugar Ray Robinson weighed in still. It was 144, 147. He still was a welterweight in that fight. People don't realize that. And so we have seen him. I think Sugar Ray Leonard might have been better. I think that the competition wasn't as stern when Sugar Ray Robinson fought as it was when Leonard fought. But so I don't know if anybody beats Leonard at welterweight.
That would be my that's, if somebody would have asked me that, I would say yes. I find it hard to believe in his prime that anybody can beat Sugar Ray Leonard at a welterweight.
And somebody did, though. We forget. Manos de Piedra. I don't know if I just desecrated that, but Roberto Duran did beat him in his prime. But then
who beat Oscar De La Hoya? Yeah, but there's people that beat Oscar De La Hoya at 147 too.
But in the rematch, he got waxed like a beehive. Say that again?
But there has been people that have beaten Oscar De La Hoya at welterweight as well.
Well, let's think about that. Trinidad, very questionable. And I think Oscar...
I had Oscar winning that fight.
Oscar, and if Oscar didn't stop fighting, he was clearly winning.
Right.
It was a clear case of nothing Trinidad did. It was Oscar's stupid adjustment. So who else beat him at welterweight? Shea Mosley did, right?
Shea Mosley, that first fight. Was that at welterweight? I believe that was at welterweight.
It was. Shea Mosley beat him at welterweight.
I don't think Shea Mosley won the rematch, though.
And Pernell Whitaker arguably beat him at welterweight. But Pernell's one of the greatest ever.
Looked like Pernell beat him.
And that was an older Pernell.
Correct.
So he did lose once. But look, so did Sugar Ray Robinson. He lost once. He lost to a middleweight, to a rugged, hard-hitting middleweight, but he still lost. So, and Sugar Ray Robinson fought in a time when they probably fought the same amount of years. Robinson just had 3 times as many fights because he was fighting once a fucking month back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, the record, while 129-1 sounds great, it is great. It's a little subjective, but then again, it's not, because it's statistics. The more times you do something, the more likely you get of losing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If I have 2 fights, you know, so that's why it is impressive though that Sugar Ray did win all those, because even if he still won all of them, even though, you know what I'm saying, it was more frequent, he still won them. So you know, it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing.
It's a great debate. It's a great conversation. I love it because you guys know, like Marco, I'm an old school guy. I love to talk about that era of boxing. It was just different.
Yeah.
It was different. The mentality was different. And you know what's crazy? And I say this all the time. We have athletes, we have fighters today where if they fought each other and they had that legacy mentality, we can have great fights like that. It's all about the money and the matchups, and you know, it's different. You know, it's just a different era, but the talent is there.
Yeah, nah, for real.
You know, but what made these guys great back in the days is that they fought each other.
Right.
That's what we can't say is happening today.
Nah, not in a lot of different ways. Nope, that's a fact.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Chad is cooking, though.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. A couple people hit me up. They want me to wait to do the raffle tomorrow, so I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning show, or tomorrow, not morning, but whatever, afternoon, 1 p.m., whatever it is. Show. We're gonna do the raffle for sure tomorrow. I got a couple people said they want to throw in a couple extra raffle tickets by tomorrow, but definitely tomorrow we'll do it. Yeah. Let me know if you're around tomorrow.
Yeah,
Johnny.
I'll be around.
All right, peoples, is late over here on the East Coast, so I'm gonna go to sleep. But,
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you guys. I will talk.
Appreciate you, Marco.
Well, hold on a second. Who is that? Is that supposed to be Haney? That's funny.
Haney with a wig.
That's funny. That's funny. But all right, people. I'll catch you guys. All right, Johnny. Peace, man. Appreciate you.
All right. Peace out, brother. Good night, everybody.